On January 20th, 2025, a single executive order ignited a constitutional firestorm over two questions. What does it mean to be an American? And who gets to decide? The order aimed to end birthright citizenship, challenging a 150-year-old understanding of the Constitution. In this video, we'll break down the high-stakes legal theory behind the order, the courtrooms where the battle is being fought, and the historical case that holds the key to the future of American citizenship. The order directs federal agencies to deny automatic citizenship to children born on U.S. soil if neither parent is a citizen or a lawful permanent resident. The implementation would involve reviewing birth certificates in hospitals from Los Angeles to rural Texas, putting an estimated 4.7 million U.S.-born children of undocumented parents at risk. Immediately, the battle lines were drawn. On one side, the Department of Justice. On the other, a coalition of immigrant rights groups, states, and families. What followed was a legal fight for the soul of American citizenship. In courtrooms across the country, this clash of ideas is playing out. So what is the administration's high-stakes legal theory? It all comes down to 5 words in the 14th Amendment, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. For over a century, that's meant almost everyone born here. But the administration's controversial theory is that jurisdiction requires the parents to owe complete political allegiance to the U.S. Under this view, children of non-citizens wouldn't qualify. President Trump has long claimed this is necessary, arguing birthright citizenship is a magnet for illegal immigration. Conservative scholars and officials agree, stating the order is about protecting the meaning and value of American citizenship. But opponents fire back. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker declared, "We will not follow this unconstitutional order." And law professor Heriberto Roman, a son of immigrants, emphasizes that the text and history of the amendment are clear. During one hearing, Chief Judge David Barron pushed the government's lawyer, saying, "We have an opinion by the Supreme Court that we aren't free to disregard." The case Judge Barron was referring to is crucial. The 14th Amendment was passed after the Civil War to grant citizenship to formerly enslaved people. But its meaning was cemented in 1898 by United States v. Wong Kim Ark. In that case, the Supreme Court ruled that a child born in the U.S. to Chinese immigrant parents, who themselves were barred from becoming citizens, was indeed a U.S. citizen. This decision has been the bedrock of birthright citizenship for over a century. Armed with this precedent, the legal challenges began immediately. Courts issued temporary blocks, with the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruling the order unconstitutional. Judge Judge Boardman in Maryland called the order almost certainly unconstitutional. But then, the Supreme Court weighed in, not on the order itself, but on how the lower courts were fighting it. They limited the power of single judges to issue nationwide injunctions. As Justice Neil Gorsuch noted, lower court judges may sometimes disagree with this court's decisions, but they are never free to defy them. It was a procedural victory for the administration, but it didn't allow the order to take effect. But behind these legal arguments are real people whose lives hang in the balance. Consider the story of Margit and Hans. They're German engineers on H-1B visas expecting their first child. Even though no laws have actually changed, the news has left them with sleepless nights, worrying about their family's future in a country they now call home. Their story reveals the uncertainty faced by thousands. This fight isn't happening in a vacuum. Beyond the courtroom, the debate raises huge economic questions, as immigrants contribute over $2 trillion to the U.S. economy. Attorney Chris M. Ingram argues that the stakes are higher than just one policy. They involve the very process of how America is governed. He emphasizes that the Constitution has a built-in, deliberate protocol for change, a proposal requiring a 2/3 vote in Congress, followed by ratification by 3/4 of the states. As he points out, any attempt to alter such foundational rights through executive action alone undermines the democratic process and the rule of law. As of today, Trump's executive order remains fully blocked by the courts. But with appeals still pending, the ultimate fate of birthright citizenship rests with the Supreme Court. This climate of uncertainty highlights the profound value of full, secure citizenship. It's the stable foundation that allows you to build your life and contribute to society without fear. Navigating the path to legal permanent residency or full citizenship can be complex, but our team of legal experts specializes in making that journey clear and successful. Secure your American future by visiting us at breakthroughusa.com. We'd love to read your thoughts on this story in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter in our series. Thanks for watching.